You were talking about you're a Brady fan. Brady, of course, made the shocking news. Well, technically it was until Tuesday, but Schefter broke the news early. But Brady's officially done. Were you surprised that he hung up the cleats?
I was, but I wasn't. Mainly because he's been in the league for 22 years. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew he was going to retire sometime soon. But personally, I didn't think he was going to go out the way that he did. I was kind of saying that he was going to come back for one more year, maybe try to get one more championship. Yeah, he has 7, but I thought he was going to go back and shoot for one more, considering how they went out, to the Rams. It was a great game. But and Tom Brady, he actually said so himself. I want to say it was maybe like a couple years ago. He was saying he wasn't going to stop playing football until he sucked, and he's still playing at a complete high level right now. And he kind of just he lied to all of us. He said what he said, but I'm happy for him. He had a hell of a career. Obviously, the GOAT. So I'm excited to see what he does in the future, man.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised too. I thought he was going one more year, really, and I thought the only way that Brady would retire is if he had a career injury that really wasn't able to go. So I was still a little surprised, but I think more of his family. Just I think he retired more because of his family, and he already pretty much accomplished everything he needed to do. And now you were talking, I don't know if it was on your last episode or not, but I just saw a clip on Instagram that said, or that video that you were talking about with Josh McDaniels with the Raiders now and Dave Ziegler as the GM. He was also with the Patriots for a little bit as well. You thought maybe there was a chance, and I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe there was a chance of Tom Brady becoming his offensive coordinator, maybe down the road. Do you think that could actually happen, or do you think Brady will just, lay low for now?
I think it's a long shot, man. And like we talked before we hopped on the podcast. Like he's been in the league for 22 years. I mean, he's got nothing else to prove, and I'm sure his wife and his kids want him at home, and they want him around. Every year it's the same. Go to practice, and do game prepping and all that. So I'm sure he's kind of tired of all that. If he wasn't, he'd probably stick around at least for another year. But I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not saying never in a million years. I would love that, but I see more no than yes.
And again, I don't know if Brady actually wants to be a coach, but I could see him for the next few years just kind of laying low, maybe doing commercials part-time. I think that's kind of what Peyton Manning did until he's still doing that, but he's more of like a part-time announcer really. But I could see that happening. I'd love to see him go on if they do the Manning cast this upcoming season, I would love to see Tom Brady in there as well, a few more than just once, because I think he was on there last season, but it'd be nicer to see him and Peyton talk more, and Eli as well. But there's a possibility, I guess, of that. But I'm not sure Brady's necessarily looking to be an offensive coordinator. It would just be interesting if that actually happened.